The Epstein scandal just exploded again. Powerful figures named, Trump responds. In early February 2026, the U.S. Department of Justice released a massive batch of previously sealed materials tied to the late financier Jeffrey Epstein, reigniting global debate over elite involvement in a wide-reaching sex trafficking network. This release, consisting of over 3 million pages, thousands of videos, and tens of thousands of images, represents the most extensive public disclosure of Epstein-related evidence to date. The new trove reportedly includes emails, memos, flight logs, photographs, and victim statements detailing how Epstein and his associate Ghislaine Maxwell allegedly maintained a sophisticated sex trafficking operation involving minors and young adults. Among the most explosive aspects of the files are references to explicit material and evidence of third-party involvement, suggesting that Epstein may have trafficked girls to powerful individuals, though many of these claims remain unverified or contested. As expected, these revelations quickly became a political flashpoint. Former U.S. President Donald Trump, whose name appears multiple times in the newly published material, including flight logs showing he traveled on Epstein's private plane in the 1990s, responded that the documents vindicate him rather than implicate him. Trump has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing or participation in Epstein's illegal activities, calling claims against him politically motivated and insisting the documents show no wrongdoing on his part. Justice Department officials, however, have urged caution. A senior DOJ spokesperson emphasized that while the material is disturbing and contains references to numerous influential figures, it does not by itself provide sufficient evidence for new criminal prosecutions. Authorities have reiterated that some of the claims are uncorroborated or potentially defamatory, and certain sensitive details remain redacted to protect victim privacy. Beyond the U.S., the fallout has been international. Newly released documents have drawn scrutiny in Europe and the U.K., where politicians, royalty, and tech executives are mentioned in correspondence or meetings with Epstein. In Britain, prominent figures have faced intense public pressure, leading to at least one political resignation. Public reaction has been polarized. Advocates for transparency argue the releases only scratch the surface and call for full unredacted access. Critics, especially some on the political right, dismiss the controversy as a weaponized issue intended to damage Trump and other conservative leaders. Meanwhile, fringe theories are circulating online. Some commentators have speculated that recent geopolitical tensions, particularly rising rhetoric around possible conflict involving Iran, are being amplified to distract public attention from the Epstein revelations and broader political scandals. These claims, however, are conjectural and lack credible evidence. Analysts note that news cycles often overlap major stories, but there is no substantiated link between the timing of the Epstein releases and U.S. foreign policy toward Iran. Analysis based on general media observation, no authoritative source has confirmed such a connection. In summary, the Epstein Files release of 2026 has reopened old suspicions, forced political leaders to defend or distance themselves from troubling associations, and intensified global debate over institutional accountability. Whether the full implications of these documents will ever be legally tested remains uncertain, but their political and cultural impact is already profound.